We've been saying it wrong all day long. It's Vaduz. For the first time ever, I'm gonna say something. Welcome to Liechtenstein.
And probably the last time you're ever going to say that.
We could come back. We are in one of the smallest countries in the world today.
Did you guys even know that Liechtenstein is a place? Because I didn't until very recently. I'll admit it.
It's interesting because it's not only is it landlocked here in Europe, it's bordered by Austria and Switzerland. It's double landlocked. It's one of the only two countries in the world that is double landlocked because the countries that it borders are also landlocked.
And it's windy here too.
And it's windy.
Our goal is to make it to every country in Europe while we are living in Amsterdam. Liechtenstein, although it's very tiny, is on the list.
It is on the list and we've now checked it off, so we're gonna tour around, and the first thing we're gonna do today, we're gonna get our passports stamped. There we go. This is now the Liechtenstein Chair of Honor.
Some people might even call me a princess. So this is my throne.
Oh, there's the crown.
This is a fun little thing that you can do when you're here, is to get your passport stamp. And he made a joke. He's like, this is the only place you can come and actually have to pay for a stamp on your passport. It's a pretty nice stamp. Probably the nicest that I have in my passport. It connects all the way through. Dude knew what he was doing. What are the chances that I get lice from this?
Medium.
Medium? Is that art? I guess.
So we're here in Vaduz, Liechtenstein. Is this the capital, I assume?
Yeah.
Is there a capital? How many cities are there here? Like one?
No, there's a couple cities.
Couple cities?
Yeah.
The country's really small. Like, I read somewhere it's like
How small is it?
It's like 1/8 the size of Los Angeles. The whole country.
And there's like 40,000 people that live here?
Yeah, that's it. And one dude's a billionaire.
And he owns most of it.
Half of the wealth of the country is him.
You can kind of tell that because it's very clean.
This is a rich country. It's like the second richest country in the world per capita.
Yeah, and it just seems like it's well taken care of, and there's not a lot of people, which makes it easier to keep clean.
The castle's one of the big sites. It's up here on the hill. It is under construction.
Very much under construction right now.
Scaffolding.
I think they're probably just trying to get stuff ready for the summertime rush, so there's like refurbishments going on, and you know, castles are old, so.
The prince doesn't, because there's a prince of Liechtenstein, he doesn't live in the castle, does he?
I doubt it.
Probably not.
I bet he lives in like a really nice
apartment, something like top floor penthouse
I
apartment.
hope he's got like a chalet somewhere.
You're probably
he's
right.
Like doing Prince things,
like
singing to Prince,
wearing a raspberry beret.
Purple Rain.
We've got a few things happening here on the street in Vaduz.
There's a lot.
We've got fancy Crocs. I've never seen Crocs like that.
Because they're trying to make them not so hideous looking. No offense to people that wear Crocs. It's a look, I get it, but come on.
So they've got fancy Crocs, but then look at the cute fire hydrant.
I know, it looks like Wall-E.
That's
like a little robot.
I'm gonna go out and say it. That's the best fire hydrant I've ever seen. My whole life has led up to this moment of seeing that amazing fire hydrant.
I gotta say, I kind of like the classic yellow fire hydrant. Or are they
Not red? I think they're red, Katrina.
Yellow.
Maybe they're both.
I don't know, Nate, what color are the fire hydrants where you live?
Where I live? Are there fire hydrants in Amsterdam?
Yeah.
Are they red?
They're like burnt orange.
Hey, future Nate here. I had to walk all over our neighborhood to even find a fire hydrant. Katrina was kind of right, I guess. I thought they were red. Whatever. Back to Liechtenstein. Vlogger.
He had the fancy 360 camera that everybody else has. The mouse is having either a great time or a problem.
We found some sort of pastry. Is this made here?
This pastry is like 10 euros. Is it made here? Yeah. Is it, well, oh my god, it weighs like 10 pounds. Is this what we want? Bunderbeerenbrot? Looks like a fruit cake covered in like a pie crust.
So we're in this little bakery here in Vaduz. We're gonna try some of the things that they make right here on site. This is a Bunderbeerenbrot, which translates roughly to some sort of pear bread. It's like a Swiss thing, Liechtenstein, a lot of ties to Switzerland. So we're gonna try this. It's really dense. There's like 10 ingredients: figs, walnuts, pears, other things, cinnamon, cloves. Katrina was not too thrilled on this one. Like, do you hear that? It's like solid. The clove flavor hits me right in the face. There's definitely cooked with some sort of alcohol. Red wine and brandy, apparently. I can taste that flavor in there. You won't like this at all, because there's also raisins. It's sort of like a fruit cake, but without the cake. It's like dried fruit filling, super dense. I'm kind of into weird things like this. Calling it a bread is not really that accurate. It's I would call it more of like a like a dried out fruit ball wrapped in bread, maybe. It's interesting. This could get you through the winter.
So after Nate's not so glowing review of that last,
I liked it.
he said I wouldn't like it, and he's like, you want to try it? No. I got my own little sweet treat, a Blunder Nusstorte. That's probably butchering it. Walnut pastry torte thing. There's like big chunks of walnuts that they just like put in there and then cut through, which I like walnuts. Thought that I like walnuts. You know what? I thought the walnuts were pecans because I like pecans more. This one was, I think, fresh because this is a bakery. We didn't buy it like off the shelf. We bought it like fresh cut over here. So I think it's probably a little bit newer than the one that you had. The pastry or dough itself is almost kind of like a pie crust. Like it's kind of flaky, but a little more dense. Almost like a pie crust, but also almost like a shortbread. Crispiness and flakiness to it, which is good. It's very hearty, very dense. I wouldn't even eat this whole thing, and I love sweets. I'd probably eat that much and be completely full. Better than I thought.
We are gonna take a mini train tour of Vaduz, Liechtenstein. They're gonna take us to all the big sites. I think there's like 5 of them. Takes about 35 minutes. You see the old town, you see a viewing point, a few other things, and we'll be able to tell you everything you ever wanted to know about Vaduz. Let's go.
So this train ride that we are about to take has an audio tour that goes along with it. And I think there's probably 25 different languages that you can listen to this in. I'm gonna choose English though, just so, you know, I can understand everything. There's a ghost up here. We just learned that in the red house. It wanders the night.
How was your train ride, Katrina?
I learned so much.
What did you learn?
That the prince does live in the castle.
We were wrong about that.
Yeah, I didn't think that there's no way.
Whole family lives in the castle. Very wealthy.
They're known for wine here.
Yeah, they have like a royal family-owned vineyard.
Yeah, and it produces Pinot Noir, which is one of my favorites. It was a nice way to kind of see the whole city, like not just the old town, see some of the houses and stuff. And I thought it was worth the 11 Swiss francs.
I think it's incredibly smart for something in such a small little area to just do that. Give you a little history, give you the high points. We saw the red house where apparently there's a murder and a ghost.
It haunts the vineyards.
I liked it. Now I know a little bit about Liechtenstein.
Exactly.
I really like this run of 3 buildings here. I think it's the Parliament, the cool old building, and then the cathedral. These are very cool buildings. They said that the university here in Vaduz only has two majors. It was economics and architecture.
Yeah, but they have a bachelor's and a master in those programs, so. Hey look, church bells.
I guess divine service means we can't go in there.
Nope.
It is like a religious holiday today.
I think I just saw a priest walk in there, so.
Yeah, divine service. It's Ascension Day.
Do you even know what that means?
No. Sorry, we've been saying it wrong all day long. It's Vaduz, not Vaduz. Very American of us. It's Vaduz, apparently. Just FYI. We are driving like straight up a mountain. Just drove by the castle. We're looking for this specific restaurant that has this specific dish that you're supposed to try when you come to Liechtenstein.
So we're hoping that we can eat at this restaurant up here. We actually had reservations for earlier and didn't make those. We drove 15 minutes up the side of the hill, so hopefully we can get in before these people. I'm so excited for this meal. It smells so good. I'm so refined. It's terrible. Horrible.
How was your dinner?
Again, I am extremely full, but we wanted to try the Kasnapfle. I'm sure it's down here. I have no idea.
Don't be so sure. Lazy editor.
How to pronounce it, but basically like
Cheese dumplings.
cheese dumplings. Yeah.
Spatzel. Like spatzel. It was good.
It was very good.
I eat around the onions. I'm not a huge fan of the onions. I love spatzel like pastas, like dumpling pasta, whatever you want to call it. I like that a lot.
I thought it was gonna be more like mac and cheese, but I'm actually glad that it wasn't. I'm glad that it was like a little more dense. I thought it was good. I liked it. Apparently that's like what you're supposed to eat when you come
It's a
to
specialty in Liechtenstein. Why can't I say the country more?
That's what someone told me.
In Liechtenstein. I think one of the best things about this place is clearly the view. Like, I mean, pretty awesome. The Rhine River down there. We need to go back to Switzerland.
I was gonna say, now I have to drive back down from where we came from. It only takes like 15 minutes, but it's like this.
I think this concludes our time here in Liechtenstein.
Cool country, come check it out. Half day, full day, it's really all you need.
Spend a day. Take the tour. Buy
Take
the
the
t-shirt.
35-minute tour.
Buy the t-shirt.
I didn't get a t-shirt.
I didn't see any t-shirts.